rescue. The family of an 18-year-old man from Elgin is disappointed that a murder charge won't be brought by the Cook County State's Attorney's Office in the death of their son. The killing happened in northwest suburban Schaumburg, and it was recorded on a cell phone. We get more on the story now from WGN's Kelly Davis.
The victim's family is fighting for justice. They met with the state's attorney today to ask why the suspect in this case has not been charged with murder.
I don't wish this on nobody. Not my worst enemy. To lose a son.
Manuel Portis says his son, who was named after him, was a good kid.
He messed up like other kids do, make teenage mistakes, but he didn't deserve this.
18-year-old Manuel Portis Jr. was stabbed to death during a fight Tuesday night. It happened around 6 p.m. in front of a house on Sternbridge Lane near Newberry in Schaumburg.
The guy that did this to my son, he's a coward. He was scared, and he brought a knife to a fight where my son didn't have no weapon.
Family tells me the two teens met for a one-on-one fight, and someone recorded it on their cell phone.
Come on, man, come on.
Portis is punched in the face and falls to the ground. This is where we paused that video. It then shows the suspect stab Portis in the neck as he's lying there.
They're saying that it's mutual combat. How is it mutual combat when my son didn't have anything to combat with? The only thing he had was his two hands.
The 17-year-old suspect is charged with misdemeanor unlawful use of a weapon.
And then he stood over my son and finished him. And that's not murder.
Schaumburg police say they presented the case to the Cook County State's Attorney, who authorizes charges. Portis' family met with them to demand justice.
This is no way that this young man should continue to live his life, and my son is gone.
I reached out to the attorney's office for comment. A spokesperson says, quote, they determined that the evidence was insufficient to meet their burden of proof needed for murder charges. In Rolling Meadows, I'm Kelly Davis.
This is sad. This really is, and it shows a lax in the justice system. The justice system isn't doing a damn thing. This is how it is now. Damn shame. A coward. Family upset at prosecutors after video shows 18-year-old stabbed to death in Schaumburg. Schaumburg, Illinois. A family is upset murder charges were not filed after the 18-year-old son was stabbed to death during a fight in Schaumburg. Manuel Portis Jr., 18, died Tuesday night at around 6 p.m. in front of a house on Sternberg Lane. Family said Portis Jr. met the other teen for a one-on-one fight and someone recorded it. In the video, Portis is punched in the face and falls to the ground. It then shows the 17-year-old suspect was charged with misdemeanor stabbing Portis in the neck as he was lying on the ground. Family said prosecutors told them they declined to file murder charges due to mutual combat. Then they're saying it's mutual combat, the father said. How's it mutual when the son didn't have anything to combat? The only thing he had was his two hands. The 17-year-old suspect has been charged with misdemeanor unlawful use of a weapon. He stood over my son and finished him. That's not murder, Portis' father said. Cook County State's Attorney Office said the evidence was insufficient to meet our burden of proof to file murder charges. After extensive review of the available information presented to us, including a discussion with the Schaumburg Police Department, we determined that the evidence was insufficient to meet our burden of proof to file murder charges. As prosecutors, we have both an ethical and legal obligation to make charging decisions based on the evidence, facts, and the law. The CCSAO is committed to a work of justice, and we are currently meeting with the victim's family during this difficult time to ensure that they are aware of our decision and why the evidence did not support our filings for criminal charges. This is insane, man. And the sad thing is that you hear that Kim Fox is involved with the decision too, and we all know about Kim Fox when it came to the Josie Smollett. She had to recuse herself, and the fact that she ruled in the killer's favor who killed a cab driver, and she let that dude get off. Kim Fox is bad news. Okay? And the law in Chicago is terrible now. They're letting killers get away with anything. And I think this is by design. I really do. They're letting Chicago go to hell in a handbasket. This is how it is. Thoughts and prayers for the father to try to keep himself from not taking the law into his own hands. That's all I got to say about this story. Tell me what you think. Do you think Chicago is being led to hell in a handbasket due to Lori Lightfoot and Kim Fox? Let me know in the comment section. All right, later.